Hi, welcome to my show called Pieces of This and That. My name is Mary Lawrence and I am a singer, songwriter, guitarist, mosaic artist, comedian, among other things depending on who you talk to. And I take broken pieces of this and that and I put them together again in a new way, hopefully an interesting way, and well, that's how I entertain myself. So you're going to see a group of wall plaques I worked on over about a 5-year period of time. All the pieces are hand cut and glued on individually, then it's grouted and sealed. More recently, I wrote a song to each piece, and then I put together this little spiel. So all the songs are available on a CD I have called Pieces, and I don't know, let's just get going. So this first mosaic and song is called Frozen, and it's about feeling, well, frozen, stuck. Maybe it's some dead-end job you've been in for 100 years or more, and the only difference between the Pope and your boss is that the Pope only asks you to kiss his ring. Maybe it's some dead-end relationship you've been in forever or even longer, and it hasn't worked forever or even longer, but you can't seem to get yourself out of it. You know, there are some women who think a husband is like a bra. They'd like to be rid of him and free, but they need the support. Or maybe it's your perspective or your lifestyle or whatever it is. You have come to a fork in the road and you are frozen, stuck. Could be a midlife crisis kind of thing, or maybe you're lucky enough to have it happen when you're younger and have a little more energy and enthusiasm to deal with the whole thing. But whether you're younger or older, you know when you've come to a crossroads and something's got to change, turns out it's you. It was a midlife thing for me. I think it all began when I looked in the mirror and I realized that the reality of my impermanence was kicking me in the butt. You know, mirrors don't lie, and thank God they don't laugh. I was looking in the mirror and everything was going south, and I don't mean just for the winter. Sags, bags, wrinkles, that was just my left leg. I've stopped growing at both ends and now I grow just in the middle. I can suck in my stomach, but then my ankles swell. I went in for a mammogram and I realized it was the only time someone was going to ask me to appear topless on film. Yeah, there'll be no more wet t-shirt contests for me, folks. Maybe a wet shawl contest somewhere down the road, but I just really got it that I wasn't going to get out of this life alive, and we know this is going to happen. We know this is going to happen, but like, who really believes it until you are forced to? You know, we could slow down the aging process if it had to work its way through Congress. We had to think about that. So it turns out the biggest troublemaker, the biggest obstacle to me being able to do what I needed to do to get unstuck had been staring at me in the mirror every morning until I finally got it that I did not have to experience my world and my place in it in the way that anybody else had ever told me. It was my one wild, crazy life. And you know, any fool can whine and complain about the way things are, and most fools do, but I was just going to have to muster up the courage to take a risk. Step up to the plate and win or lose, change the game plan for myself and my life. Walt Whitman said, of all sad words of tongue and pen, the saddest are these, it might have been. But you know, I think it was what Dr. Seuss said that made the biggest difference for me. You know, Dr. Seuss, Green Eggs and Ham, children's books, you know, Dr. Seuss, he said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. This is Frozen. Where is your soul? Where is your heart? Are you frozen in some part you think you have to play every day? What is your dream? What is your truth? What will be the proof that you have come this way, have lived this day? Time won't stop while you think about what you should do. Every moment wasted vanishes from view. Who are you here? Where are you now? Are you ready to allow a change to come your way? Put your fear at bay. When will you say I've had enough? And even if the going's rough, I won't betray myself this way. I've got one life to take and do with as I choose. Maybe I will win, or maybe I will lose. The next mosaic and song is about love. Well, more about the end of love. You know, when it comes to the game of love, we've all been on both sides of the coin at one time or another. We've all left someone behind, we've all been left behind, we've all been the dumper, all been the dumpy, but you know, it's a whole lot easier to be the dumper, isn't it? It's a whole lot easier to be the one who says, hey, listen, if your phone doesn't ring, it's me calling. That reminds me of this guy's answering machine message. It said, hi, this is Joe. I'm probably home. I'm just avoiding someone I don't like. Leave a message. If I don't call back, it's you. You know, Neil Sedaka said it best in his song. He said, breaking up is hard to do. Breaking up is hard to do because we all want a partner. You know, it's nice to have a partner. Yeah, somebody to stand by you through all the trouble that you wouldn't have had if you just would have stayed single in the first place. You know, one of those guys. Oh, but love. Love is like a roller coaster. When it's good, you don't want to get off. When it's bad, you can't wait to throw up. Love is like a fire, but whether it's going to warm your heart or burn your house down, you never can tell. So this is a song about being the one left behind, the dumpy. This is called The Morning After. This is what looking in the mirror is like the morning after you've been told, hasta la vista, baby, and I won't be back. You know, everything's all broken. Nothing looks the way it normally would or should. You know, there are some lines of color here and there, but mostly everything is all busted. He's gone. He's gone. Just like the period after the doctor on a Dr. Pepper can, he's gone. How could the object of my affection deny himself the pleasure of my company? I just want to know. My knight in shining armor has turned out to be a loser in aluminum foil. Just why is it so hard to find a man who's caring, sensitive, and gorgeous? It's because those guys already have boyfriends, that's why. Who was it? Somebody said men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Well, George Carlin said men are from Earth, women are from Earth. Just deal with it. This is The Morning After. Woke up this morning, poured me some coffee, looked in the mirror, what did I see? Eyes of sadness, a head of heartache, and nothing looking back at me. Was the morning after and you are gone, the one I thought I could depend upon. I don't want to wake up to the truth today. You have gone away. You have gone away. I thought I knew you and loved you just the way you are. Now I'm not certain that it was worth it, 'cause this is gonna leave a nasty scar. It's the morning after and you are gone, the one I hoped I could depend upon. I don't want to wake up to the truth today. You have gone away. You have gone away. I'll let you go, dear, won't try to stop you. I won't get in your way. Yes, I forgive you for being foolish. You don't know what you threw away. And it's the morning after and you are gone, the one I hoped I could depend upon. I don't want to wake up to the truth today. You have gone away. You have gone away. You have gone. You've gone away. Somewhere in the middle of my midlife crisis, I decided to move to New York City. Hey, if you can't run with the big dogs, then stay on the porch. I guess I had to see if I could run with the big dogs, so I moved to Manhattan and I quickly proceeded to download all my money. You know, it cost $10 just to get over the bridge to get in or out of that city. It's probably like $15, $20 now. I rented a studio apartment on the Upper East Side. Hey, Catholic confessional boxes are bigger than studio apartments in New York City. I'm not kidding. In my apartment, if the fire alarm went off, I was on fire. took to the streets when I first got there. I wanted to see the tourist attractions. So I stopped a stranger and I asked him, how do you get to Carnegie Hall? He answered, practice. Yeah, been practicing ever since. You know, you have to really learn to appreciate garbage if you are going to live in New York City. There were times when the garbage on my block hadn't been picked up in so long it was considered to be like a monument. Autumn was my favorite time of the year. That's when there were more leaves on the ground than garbage, which was a really nice thing. But I was there for the opportunities, okay, as an artist. Ready, willing, and able, and sure enough, opportunity knocked. But by the time I unhooked the chain, slid back the deadbolt, turned the two locks, and shut off the burglar alarm, it was gone. This was the only town I ever lived in where you had to figure muggings into your budget. I mean, like even the Christian Science reading room had a bouncer. I don't know. That big old city started to feel like a hot bath. After you're in it for a while, it ain't so hot. I guess I just felt like a lonely Cheerio and a box of Fruit Loops. It might have been a lonely Fruit Loop and a box of Cheerios. I can't be sure, but, well, it wasn't all bad. My time in New York was really an exciting, exhilarating, wonderful time in my life. I went to Broadway shows, galleries, museums, cool little shops all over the place. I ate the best food I ever had in my life, and I met so many interesting, talented people. I have wonderful and awful memories of New York. Extremes on both ends, just like the city itself. But I suspect if I had the big bucks, I would probably still be spending a lot of it and my time in the great city of New York. This is called All Around This Town. Skyscrapers fill the